to start, I guess, a lot of people don't know who you are, maybe outside of Toronto. That said, in the hip-hop community, a lot of people know who you are. But tell us your story, man. I mean, how did you start rhyming to begin with?
Well, rhyming's been natural from the day that I could speak, so I just, over the years, kind of figured out this is what I wanted to do, so I just took the necessary steps to make it happen.
Now, going back, I guess, like, musically, like, was rap the first thing you got into?
No, it actually wasn't. I was more into, like, whatever, the older people around me were playing in the house, but other than that, it was a lot of alternative music, Nirvana, Aerosmith, Cranberries, Blind Melon, stuff like that. So I kind of started out like AM 640, before it turned to talk radio, and hip hop came like later on. Like, I was listening to rap, but I didn't really take it serious until like WuTang came out. So they kind of changed the game and they changed music for me. So, I got more involved.
WuTang was the big one for you?
WuTang was huge for me.
36 Chambers, that was I guess 1993, so early 90s. Yeah. And that's like when alternative music was really good as well. Okay, so you hear WuTang and then you decide you're going to pick up a microphone.
No, I didn't decide then I was going to pick up a microphone. I just paid more attention to like the rap side of music. I was always doing music like since I was probably like 4 or 5. So, I mean, whether it was singing, humming, I used to draw a lot as a kid. I don't really do that anymore. Like I played the keyboard, the saxophone. I was a dancer as well, so I was just a musically child. I was very in tune with what was going on around me and what my hobbies were that I liked. So I just kind of stuck with it.
So when did you decide to pick up the mic?
Early 90s, like probably even 1990, to be honest. Because by 92, I was already a part of a boy band that was assembled that was being put out under Sony back in the day. So
give you props for admitting that on camera.
Yeah. Do the history, man. Do the history.
No, but seriously, I mean, was it intimidating to pick up a mic and like to actually go for it?
Not really, because like my father was like a DJ and he did radio as well too. So I mean, I was kind of around that stuff, and I was never really a shy person. So I mean, whatever I felt like I should do, I just did it. So I mean, and I got good feedback and responses from it. So I just, kept going.
Now I have All Out right here. I'm gonna show the camera this. Check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing this, dude.
No doubt. That's the joint right there. Yep.
But lyrically, obviously you've stepped it up. Talk about that. I mean, do you read a lot? Are you plugged in? Do you read the newspaper?
I watch City Pulse 24 pretty much every day. That's probably the only thing that I do watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I read a lot of like music material, entertainment material, things that I'm interested in, But I just mostly the stories that I'm telling are more just based off my experience and what I've been through over the last couple of years, or the duration of my life. So I don't have really a lot of influence from what's going on around me, more just like what I'm doing and what I'm experiencing, you know what I mean?
Are you okay putting that out to like mass amounts of people?
Yeah, I am, but like obviously there's certain subjects that I don't touch on right away, you know what I mean? So I'm just basically, getting used to letting people know how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, like the first track on the EP 20 Dimes that just came out on Tuesday, October the 26th on Han Solo Records, talking about just some of the things that I've been dealing with over the last 4 years, you know what I mean? The fact that I suffer from chronic body pain and a number of other things. But yeah, so just, being more personal, letting people get to know me, and because I'm not the only one going through what I'm going through, so I just want to share that with people,
Now, I mean, it's you, but tell people about who else is involved with Alex Dimez.
Man, Alex Dimez is Just Entertainment, Liquid Chrome, High Guy. We got Han Solo Records, you know what I mean? We got a whole conglomerate, Skunk Magazine. But basically, I'm conformed of my management, Brent from Just Entertainment, and we got a strong team, marketing, managing, making sure that everything is getting put in place for me to, reach my ultimate successes. So that's pretty much it, though. I got the bong deal going on, you know what I mean? So like I said, the EP just came out.
We have right here. You brought some
we got
bongs.
some pieces.
You just inked this deal like a week ago, you were saying?
Basically, as far as like like we just got the merchandise about a week ago, so this has been in the works for, you know, not too long from this year, but we got it done and it's here and it looks amazing. And you know what I mean, the Alex Dimez signature bong line. I got 3 pieces with me right here.
I'm gonna quote Brent on this. This is some Cypress Hill shit, right?
Word. I got my logo right there, the Alex Dimez bong logo. That's the new joint right there, the high guy blown into the glass. As you can see, we call this one here the Alex Dimez Iron Lung. You know what I mean? We got the Cobalt and the Classic. So you can get those off me. You can hit me up on Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, whatever. Just Google me, Alex Dimez with a Z, and let's do some biz. This is what I take on the road with me when I go do shows, and I'm going to be touring in December with Joel Ortiz across Ontario, so look out for me.
You're wearing a Jays hat.
Yes, sir.
And so clearly Toronto is important to you.
Oh, huge.
Talk about how, you know, important Toronto is to you.
Toronto's a crazy place, man. You know what I'm saying? They definitely gave it the right name when they called it the Screwface Capital, but realistically, like, I do weird things like come downtown, walk around, and just be normal. Like, I don't stay in the hood all day, you know what I mean? I'm not around negative people. I just keep myself in positive space. But being from Toronto means a lot because, I mean, if I wasn't from here, then I couldn't be a T-Dot cat, you feel me? And I couldn't bring my message to the world and spread it across the country and everywhere else. So, like, Toronto's huge, and it's not slept on. Again, it's just the more people that work, they'll get recognition for what they're doing, basically.
I like that you wear Jays hats in videos.
Man, I love Jays hats. I preferably don't wear anything but Toronto. Yeah. Anything, whether it's hockey, you know, football, baseball, whatever. I got the soccer hat. You know, I got it all. I mean, but, you know, occasionally you'll catch me in a Detroit joint, just the D because I'm representing for myself, Dimes, but I don't really stray too far out of Toronto.
And it's not...
or Anaheim Angels, because of course, you know, I got the A with the halo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but...
But you're not, but you, I mean, when you do wear them, I mean, you're wearing a different color or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we are actually talking about this, how, like, it's insane how many...
Yeah, you guys got to stop rocking those New York fitteds, B. What's going on? Like, are we trying to stand out or are we trying to blend in? Like, everybody's complaining, but you guys are just stereotypes. I don't know. I'm not feeling the New York fitteds. I had one NY fitted back in, like, 97, and it was a New York Mets just to make a statement. Just to make a statement. Nice. You know what I mean? So, but nah, like, cut that out. We got too many hats out there representing.
Yeah. We got a New Era store here.
We got a flagship store in the city because Toronto's the spot, though. That's why we got everything up here.
5 albums that you would recommend to a kid out there. Essential records that, you know, for you growing up, you were like, this was...
All right, I would definitely say WuTang, and these are just based off of times of my life. Yeah. So WuTang... or anything Wu-Tang, like cosign Wu-Tang all day, forget about it. And I'm gonna jump ahead and say Scarface the Fix album, because when that album came out, it was like 2002. Like, yo, we were going through some real stuff. You know, we had a couple people pass, and that album really mended the little wounds that we had that we were suffering from, and just massaging us and putting us to sleep at night. I mean, a whole community getting fixed off the fix. Like, a lot of people will disagree, but for personally me, I think Little Caesar's first album, The Wonderful World of Caesar Leo, that to me is a classic album. We spent many road trips bumping that album strictly back and forth, you know what I mean, from New York back to Toronto. So, I mean, and yeah, Little Caesar's a good dude. But so we got, what's that, 3? And I would have to say, again, Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon, because that was the first CD I purchased with my own money.
Nice.
So that was a big time for me. I had gotten the Jizza Liquid Swords the Christmas previous from my mother, so I went out, you know, had a little jobby job, went and caught myself that Wu joint. But
maybe I can ask you this question. What came out first, Raekwon's solo record or Jizza's? I think it was Jizza's.
I think it was Jizza's, and because of the order that I got them into, it would make sense, yeah.
Because we were arguing about it the other day, me and my buddy, but okay, sweet. You got one more.
All right, I'm going to throw in like a Lost Boys Legal Drug Money or something. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of dudes in there like Onyx. Like, I was clubbing when Onyx's first album came out. Like, older heads from the hood would, you know, we're taking him out, and, you know, yeah, I was clubbing all ages joints, you know, Spectrum and all those places. But yeah, there's a lot of hard albums. Like, I can even go with like into reggae, like Bob Marley, Butcher Banton, and like I can even bring it like so far left, like a ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. Oh. Like, yeah, so music is music, and if it's good, I'm listening to it.
Well, I mean, back to your music. First of all, I get the impression you are a fan of music overall, period.
Right.
I mean, I've known that since, you know, I first met you. Right. But Your latest single is Green. Talk about it.
Green is gold, man. Green is amazing single. It was a concept, that we all came up with, and it was a hard record for me to write because previously I had written records similar to Green, but by far this is the best version of this I've ever created. And Green's a hard record. It features my boy King Just, aka the Great Talk Slinger. You know what I mean? And it's produced by Time, aka ECP, and it's a hard record. I mean, it's in rotation right now. It's getting serviced. It's on the EP, and Green. I love performing Green. Green is amazing. Green means go. You know what I mean?
Now the live show, people need to see you live. I really think that that's like another totally.
Yeah, for sure. Like the live element of Alex Dimez is just like it's my adrenaline rush. Like I'm boring until I'm on stage. You know what I mean? Like so. Like I love being on stage, So and I just I rehearse.
Do you?
Yeah, I rehearse 2 days a week, 3 hours a day. With my DJs, whoever is inquired in my set, they're present, and yeah, we just basically get it in, whether I'm doing shows or not. I'm rehearsing.
How's DJ O?
DJ O's amazing. He's good. He's just out there getting crazy right now, pushing the EP.
Now mentioning the live show, I can't not mention the amount of people you've actually opened for and
Yeah,
toured
man.
with.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the list goes on. Back to WuTang, RZA, Cypress Hill.
Yep.
Name some of the people you've toured with.
Busta, Ice Cube, Necro. Necro was a crazy tour. There's a lot of people, man. I've had the opportunities to share stages with Cormega, Chic Luch. I could forget a lot, but there is a lot. Just Google me, check me out. There's profiles of me on Facebook, MySpace. You can check videos out on YouTube. You can add me up on Twitter at Alex Dimez.
What did that do for you as an artist? Touring with those guys, seeing what they
Oh
do.
man, like I'm just really like I'm just going on road and I'm learning. You know what I mean? And I watch, like I go to a lot of hip hop concerts. Besides the ones that I'm booked on. Because I like to see the dudes in their element. You know what I mean? I like to see them when they're having their hard times and they're having their little fights, and when they're getting in their zone. Like my favorite time of the day is when it's either another artist or even the headliner. You get to experience them, watch them actually get in their zone. You know what I mean? Like it's for real. Like they're meditating. They're doing their thing. Like it's crazy. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And I like to condition myself to be better. So I'm just taking notes.
Anything on stage that they do? That you saw where you.
They get crazy, man.
Because you're opening up for, let's say, RZA.
Yeah.
So you got to impress a bunch of WuTang fans. Like,
yeah.
That's
word.
That's a hard position to be in.
Yeah. Well, I've gotten good reviews in Exclaim, Now Magazine, and a couple other magazines.
You killed it opening for when did I see you? KRS-One.
Right. So yeah, like again, so that was the time when RZA had popped in and did his thing. Right. So that was the same show, and like.
I mean, KRS-One, man, that's like
that. No, yeah, but I got to meet him prior to doing the show with him, and he's just a funny dude. Like he's really funny. You know what I mean?
Pick up like do little things like how you reach that guy at the back, the dude who's at the back. Like,
yeah. Well, no, like definitely, like I said, I'm taking notes and I'm seeing what how to interact, how to do what, when to talk, when not to talk. Everybody likes to talk all the time, and you're not supposed to talk all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Not a stand-up show.
Yeah. But no, definitely, man. Like even from locals, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people doing a lot of good things, but a lot of people doing a lot of things wrong. You know what I mean? So you got to learn from the mistakes that people are making. You know what I mean? And that's all over these years. That's all I've been pretty much just doing. I'm just not doing what anybody else is doing. I'm not trying to do that.
Cool.
Because there's a reason why they're where they are.
No autotune, please.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far and say no autotune. Like you can use autotune to make good records, but if you're just autotune, then you know what I mean. So like I'm not knocking autotune. I can't knock autotune.
Kanye did it all right.
See, that's what I'm saying. So if you got it like the whole T-Pain allowed people who he didn't allow people, like you can't copyright autotune. You know what I mean? Like Pain still makes a lot of money off of that, and like I think again autotune helps make decent records. So, but if that's your whole thing, then if you can't sing and you can't rap, like it's like then we got a problem.
Yeah. No, then you make millions of dollars. Apparently.
Right.
It's a music industry for you.
But as far as maybe a little bit on a hook or a verse here and there, like, you're not getting no autotune albums, records from me. Like, I'm not against it, but that's not the direction that I'm going in. So,
Alex, good to see you, buddy.
no doubt, man. That's what's up, man.
Best of luck with
All
the
day.
album, man.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.